is Christy with Creations by Christy, and today I've got a super quick and easy tip on how to keep those cute little butterfly wings and all your little dimensional things from flattening when you put them in an album or when you mail them. I made these cute little cards. I made a whole stack of them. I do cards for Operation Right Home, and I was camping this past weekend and wanted to send these off, and they looked really flat. See, no dimension. Boring. So I wanted to add some, have the wings kind of flutter. But once you mail them, they get flat. So I've seen where people put the glue dots behind. They kind of take them and wad it up. Take one of these and they'll fold it over and wad it up and stick it behind the wing. Okay. If you're not a scrapper, that just looks like a booger. And so I personally, if I got a card, they had like, on this card it'd have 24 of these ugly little wads behind it, and I'd be like, yeah, not touching it. Plus, since they're glue dots, they're gonna attract dust and hair and everything else, so I'm gonna do away with that. So when I was camping, I had tons of time to brainstorm, and I came up with a brilliant idea. At least I think it's brilliant, and rushed home. Well, didn't rush home. After the camping trip, I came home and tried this, and oh my god, it works, and I love it. And you can't even see what's keeping these from staying up. And you can look, I have a whole stack of them. I like to make like 5 or 6 of the same card, and look, they don't smash down. So you can mail them. They're going to go down in the mail, but then they pop right back up. Look how awesome. See the dimension in that? Beautiful. So here was my awesome idea, and here's some more that I did. It is using the enamel accents, and you can use the color that matches your background, and I had used black. So all you do is, when I glued down the butterflies, this is just a Martha Stewart punch, and I will show on my blog the, here, actually, I will show you real quick what paper pad I used to punch these out. This is the paper pad I used to punch these out. It's the La Creme DCWV, Die Cuts with a View paper pad, and as you can see, I just took a whole selection of papers that I thought looked really great together, and then just cut the butterflies, pop them out with the Martha Stewart butterfly punch. And it went, I mean, as you can see, you can get a lot of butterflies with one sheet. And this is the little 4x6 pad. I think it's 4x6. 4.5 by 6.5, which is great because you can use these for background for your cards too, or for your pictures. Okay, and then I just put it on the black paper, which I think that this came with a couple sheets of black, which I used, and then had other black. So anyways, back to the technique. I glue these down with just a tiny bit of glossy accents right in the center of each one. And then when I got home, you just, because it's just adhered in the center, you can flip the wings up. So I flipped all my wings up so that they're pointing straight up in the air. And if you glued a little bit too much, it's fine. Like if you went over, you can just pop them all up. They're facing skyward. And then you're going to open up your enamel accents. And if you're doing this on a white cardstock, they also have a white one. And you're going to put one little dot You see that? Behind each wing. Now make sure you don't press this back down because you want that to dry in a little dot. And see this one? You can see where I pulled it up away from the glossy accents. I'm trying to do this so you can see what I'm doing here. So you're going to put one little dot behind each butterfly wing on both sides. My finger's probably in the way for that one. And you're going to continue doing this on all of your butterfly wings. And then you're just going to set that aside to dry. So I can do this a lot easier down here. Hopefully you can still see. And I have a little tiny spot right here where I got it on the paper. Can you see that? So I love to have my Q-tips around, and better than a finger. There we go. All gone. Like I said, make sure you don't flatten these down because you want them to dry. And because this is a dimensional paint, it'll dry like that little button, like a little dot. So just go back and forth. Boop, boop, boop. Couple of them I got a little overzealous with my, oh, here's one I forgot. Okay, I think I got them all. So now you just leave them like facing up while they dry, set it aside. And then when they're all dry, they will turn out like this. Let me find an example of where I pull the paper up too far. I think it was this one. So I just used the glossy the enamel accents and kind of painted it over with the black. This also helps hold the butterflies on, so you don't have to worry about them falling off in the mail. So cute! So think of all the great ways that you can use this to not only hold up these little cute butterflies, but other projects. Maybe you want to have a swirl go up higher, so you can put the little dots and then set it on top. The possibilities are endless, so let your mind wander. Just sit outside and stare at the stars, and that's where I get most of my creativity, is just brainstorming. Actually came home with quite a few ideas, so I'm going to have lots of posts coming up here. And I'm also, these aren't totally done, I'm going to put a little gem in the center of each of these. But I got done with what I had. I went with just paper, a couple punches, and glue, and not much else. And I ended up making about 100 cards for Operation Write Home, a couple page layouts, and a mini book. And so I think I was pretty, and that was just on the drive there, and a little bit at the campsite when my husband was reading. So yeah, there's another like little card I made. Isn't he cute? So yeah, so I will talk to you later and hope this inspired you. Bye.